GeeksFishToo, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. We've got a high-power multifunction jump starter, and it's from MAOZUA. It's a 16,800 milliamp jump starter, so it's got, when it says high power, it means it. It'll do all kinds of stuff. It'll charge all kinds of digital products. It's got USB ports on here. It's got power out. And there's all kinds of stuff. So we'll go through some of the stuff I've noticed. But on here it shows you can jump your car with it. Let's see, you can start the vehicle. I mean, it gives us short little instructions of what you can do. But it's like charging your laptop, USB devices. There's lights, you know, iPhone, iPad, whatever. So I mean, it's kind of cool. So let's get it open and take a look. So, unbelievably, that's it. It's just this little box, and there's seems to be pretty well made. It's got a window smasher, so you can bust your window from. It's just about the right size for a guy to hang on to. Has a seatbelt cutter right here, which I'm not sure that's very practical because I think it's too wide for a seatbelt cutter, but you could cut cords or whatever with that. So still from a little survival standpoint, that's pretty cool. But that is nice because it gives you a place, if you got to smash the window or something, you can beat on the window and try to break it with that hard point. I'm not going to test that to find out. I don't have any windows to smash. But let me turn this on. It's got a little display there that's kind of cool. And then the I think, okay, you just have to turn it on to use this. So this will turn on your voltage, and you can tell it what voltage to use. So there's like 19 volts, 16 volts, and 12 volts. And it's all here in this output. So that's kind of neat. Now I also know that if you hold this, you get a flashlight. Woo! And then I think if you push it again, you get a strobe light. Push it again, it's different. It's SOS. That's SOS. So that's cool. And then I think there's a feature, yeah, so it cycles through this and then it goes to the lights, I think. Oh, you have to hold it. Now, I think if it's when it's on like this, if I remember correctly, you hold this button. No, that turned it off, so I'm going to turn it on. Hold it. I don't remember what I did last time. Double tap. So I'm not exactly sure why you would want to imitate a cop, but okay. I guess if that's what you want to do, but has a very electric smell to it, which is interesting. So that's kind of it. I mean, other than that, you basically can hook these buggers up. And let me see here. I remember, here we go. So there's a little cap here. It's keyed, so you plug this in. They're different lengths, so they can't touch each other. That's kind of important. Looks like there's a fuse in here, which that's smart. Yeah, it's me. I mean, generally, they could touch each other if you turned them towards each other, but I think they're different lengths so that they're not likely. Hook that up to your battery in the proper manner, and pow. I don't know if you have to turn it on or not. I'm assuming you do. So that means it's fully charged. And then you just let it sit there for a minute and then hit it. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to use it. My car is acting a little funny on cold starts, so it's possible that I might be able to use it for that. Another cool thing that comes with this is it's got the USB port and then all these adapters for charging things. Looks like it's got iPhone. I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. That's a particular kind of charger. Then there's the standard Android type phone, and then there's a old USB style. So there's still a few devices out there that use this. Hang on one second. So take a Android phone here, plug it in. Now obviously it's not doing anything, so you have to come over here and turn the power on. Light comes on. I'm assuming this thing is going to charge the phone. Nothing. Oh, do I have to put an output on? Maybe that's what it is. Ah! What do you know? Now I'm wondering. Oh, okay, so it probably doesn't matter what I set this to. It's going to be the same voltage here because it says output USB 5 volts. So that looks pretty standard. So that's kind of cool. So it says it's charging. So there you go. Kind of nice. So you gotta turn this button on after you turn it on. So I mean, I didn't read the instructions. That's how I just figured most of this out the hard way. So that's pretty much it. Comes with the charger that plugs in right here. So charge it up, get it all charged, and it comes with this extra stuff. I mean, you can plug it in the car and charge it up. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. I'm guessing that all of this extra stuff is so that you can hook it up to things to run stuff. So it's got these adapters here, which is kind of cool. Actually, these are really nice because they plug in versus the kind that you can get wrong by turning them the wrong way, like Radio Shack sells. These you can't get wrong. So you plug it in here, and then you got to set your output to whatever you want it to be. Hopefully you don't need less than 12 volts, but set it for 12 volts, you're ready to go. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. There may be things that it could have, you know, maybe 6 volts or 9 volts. I know a lot of folks have stuff that runs on 9 volts, but being able to change the polarity would be nice, which is why Radio Shack has the adapters on these things. But they've tried to keep it as simple as possible, so from that standpoint, I think that's a good thing. You don't want too complicated, but that's pretty much it. And if I get an opportunity, which I probably won't, but if I get an opportunity and sometime in the future, I'll try to record this thing when I'm using the, you know, trying to jump start the car or whatever. So I'm going to carry it in my car, start carrying it with me, and if I get an opportunity to use it, then I'll report back on how that works. So alright, so it's really cold this morning and my battery is not really wanting to start very well on the cold days, so I'm going to hook this bugger up. Now technically, you're supposed to hook this thing to a grounding spot. Ah, here we go. There's a ground bolt over here. That looks like a ground bolt. What do you think? Hot diggity dog. I hope I didn't fry something. I can't tell which one is which. I think I may have hooked it up backwards. Well, let's see if I fried my unit. Did it work? Did the breaker blow? Alright, unit came on. Don't know if I got a charge or not. I hooked it up wrong because I can't tell. There's no red on the contacts. So it sparks, so I don't know if it'll even work. Wow. It has never started like that in the morning. Yeah, it definitely worked. Very good. Otherwise, I'm fascinated with this. I've heard of these things, and this just looks really cool. It feels good. It feels very strong. I mean, it doesn't move around. Oh, there's another little port here. I don't know what this is. I guess I'll have to read up on that. Can't open it. It may just be a screw port. Oh, there's another one here, so that's probably what it is. There's a screw port. So, it's like it's all waterproof too, or semi-weatherproof. These ports are not though, so you have to be careful about that. But everything else feels solid, just really solid. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. I'm not used to seeing this kind of machinery. You know, at the kind of prices this stuff sells for, it's hard to believe that they can turn out such good products. So, very good. Barring it fails on the battery test, I'm going to give it 5 stars initially, and then we'll find out what it does, you know, eventually when I get to do a real test with the jump starting the car, which is what its primary purpose is for. But, you know, take this out in the field. I mean, take it out fishing and you need to charge your phone up. I mean, 16,800 milliamps. That thing's going to charge multiple phones, so that's cool. All right, that's it. Tight lines, y'all, or as it might be, stay charged.